we need your involvement to make sure that people who need water the most gets access to it. Hi, my name is Rafayat. I'm from Footsteps, and this is our story. The journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a simple step. And this is the quote that actually inspired the name Footsteps. We're a non-governmental organization that works in community development where we work on different social problems such as water accessibility. So our journey started in 2013 with a bunch of us friends from high school wanting to do good for society. So when we started Project Trishna, we only had around 5,000 taka in our pocket. And we were wondering how we were gonna set up a project of this magnitude in the community. So what we did, we gathered a bunch of volunteers, our change makers, divided them up into teams, trained them, and sent them to different corporates. And incredibly, 15-year-old kids were able to get us contracts from companies like Danish or Citibank. The idea of Project Trishna came in 2015 from a personal experience. I was traveling from Gulshan to Tejgaon on a rickshaw, and in the middle of the road, he stopped and asked for permission to have a glass of water. And I was curious because he had no water on him. So what he did next, he crossed the road and there was a small filter set outside an apartment, and he drank a glass of water from there. As I was working on corporate social responsibility at that time, it gave me the idea, why don't I have corporates do something like this that will promote their brand as well as provide water for people? And that's how Project Trishna began. The project has been running for the last 3.5 years, and we've provided over 6 million liters of clean drinking water till now. While we were working on this project, a school teacher approached us in the summer of 2018 and shared his story on how his kids were unable to come to class because of cases of diarrhea, cholera, and stomach upsets. And when we did the site visit, we found out that kids were unable to come to class because they were drinking contaminated water. So then we got into touch with one of our funders and shared the story with her. And this company, Bureau Bangladesh, they gave us funding for 5 systems. And we set it up in that school. And it has been active for over 6 months right now. And we did a site visit a month ago. And incredibly, the attendance rate jumped up by double digits. And that got us thinking, why can't we work in schools to provide access to clean drinking water? And right now, Project Trishna has 12 schools under its program providing access to safe drinking water for over 6,000 children. We've been working on this project for the last 3.5 years, but we wanted the youth to know more about it. We tried to come up with the concept of how we can promote this project, and that's how the What Are You Wearing campaign was born. Imagine if you can provide water for someone just by wearing a t-shirt. So the concept of the campaign is a simple, minimalistic blue shirt with a statement on the left pocket saying this shirt provides water for someone. So something that when another person is looking at you, it'll drive his curiosity into asking what does this mean? And in that moment, the person wearing the shirt can talk about Project Trishna and how it's raising awareness on this issue. The shirt acts as both an exposure platform as well as a crowdfunding platform for Project Trishna. And to top it all off, what we try to do is we try to bring in social media influencers together to promote this project. So imagine all these media influencers that you see on Instagram, on Facebook, wearing the same t-shirt with the same caption and using the same hashtag, what are you wearing? Just to raise awareness on the project so that we can provide more water for people who need it the most.
We got a reality check basically, because when we went in, it was a place like Bonani. I didn't know a place like Bonani when we went to Kora El Bosti, and it's I completely walked into a portal because it's suddenly everything's different. The roads are different, the people, everything, the atmosphere itself was very different. So guys, right now I have water from Zafrabad down south, and this water, well, this smells like sweat and it looks very unhygienic, and 800 kids have to drink this water every day. Just imagine what those kids have to go through because they don't have any other sources to drink water from. They're not as blessed. Just talking about that issue at hand, I think Project Trishna they're providing a miracle to these kids.
When we started the project, we actually struggled a bit because like we didn't have much credibility regarding working on water issues. So the project has presented us with a lot of challenges, but that is basically the beauty of Project Trishna. Every challenge helped us to overcome our barriers and make the project even better in the long run. The project received quite a lot of appreciation from the local people, as well as like people that we dreamed about working with. One of the examples would be the European Commission. In 2018, the European Commission got to hear about our project and invited me over to Brussels to speak at a large European Union event. And I had the opportunity to meet with 3 queens at that platform and shared the idea of Project Trishna. So Project Trishna is not only working in Dhaka as well, but it is also spreading awareness globally. As the project kept growing, it started garnering a lot of attention from international media as well. So, and throughout the last 3.5 years, I've had to travel to different places and share the story of Trishna to inspire other people to do the same and like implement something like Project Trishna in their communities, because water is something essential in life and we need to raise awareness as well as work on it. So the problem that we're trying to address is very big and we need everybody involved. That's why I'm inviting you guys to be a part of Footsteps and Project Trishna. You can be a contributor, a donor, a change maker, whatever it is, but we need your involvement to make sure that people who need water the most gets access to it. Follow us on Facebook, Footsteps Organization. We're on LinkedIn, Instagram, and we're just welcoming you so that you can be the change and take a step. Thank you.